Hey everybody, I want to come and do my 2-week postpartum update. Yes, my baby is 2 weeks today. He was born on November 6th, election day at 6:04 a.m. And I am going to do my labor and delivery video. I recorded one, but I was so tired looking and sounding in the whole video. I didn't want to upload it, so I'm going to redo it. He was born with jaundice. So when he was 7 days old, his bilirubin level was at a 17.6. So the nurse practitioner at our pediatrician's office told us to go to the emergency room at Children's Hospital to have them put him under the photo lights. But when we got to Children's, the doctors there said they don't put the children under the photo lights until their bilirubin level is at a 21 or 23. And they said, that he looked fine. And they told me that don't let any of the doctors or anything try to tell me not to breastfeed, because my pediatrician did tell me today, because he went for a follow-up yesterday and now his bilirubin level is at a 14. She called me this morning and told me that, and she did say it'll take a while for it to go down since he's on the mother's milk. That's what she calls it. And she was like, if I want to see like faster progress, that I could give him formula. And she was like, maybe at one feed him breastfeed and another feed and give him a bottle of formula. But I'm not going to do that. And she said that's fine. It'll just take about a month to completely get out of his system. And his eyes they were really, really, really yellow. But now they're getting better. And you can tell his skin isn't as yellow and his eyes aren't yellow. So that was scary when the nurse practitioner told us to take him to the emergency room, because I know jaundice is very common in a lot of newborn babies. Like people, even now, people's like, oh, my baby had jaundice. Oh, yeah, my baby had jaundice. My mama said I had jaundice when I was born. My boyfriend's dad was like he had jaundice when he was born. It's very, very common, so I didn't think it was that serious. But if the jaundice levels get too high, it can cause brain damage and like mental problems and just all type of stuff with your brain and your mind. And I didn't know that, so that was scary. But thank God everything is okay. His levels are going down, and we just try to get him in the sunlight as much as possible. With him being a new baby, I don't want to take him outside. It's been really windy. And take the chance on him getting colicky. And then it was really cold last week, but with this crazy weather now, like today it was 80 degrees, and last week we were like in the 50s and the 40s. So yeah, everything is going fine with that, but that was pretty scary. And as far as him, his weight is continuing to pick up. He was 6'5" when he was born. We left the hospital the next day. He was 6'3", and when we went to the doctor's office yesterday, he was 6 pounds 14 ounces. So he's continually gaining weight. So they're not. That's another reason why they weren't worried or too big on pushing me to formula feed. Breastfeeding is going fine since day one. When he first came out and they put him on me, he just latched on, and ever since he pretty much showed me what to do, because he is such an awesome breastfeeder. Like, he just latches on so well from day one. We never had any problem. He didn't like open his mouth too small. It's like they told me to like squeeze a little of the colostrum out when I was at the hospital and like rub it against his nose. And when I did that, he was like, and just went to town. And that's how he is to this day. He eats very, very well. He does the same thing. When I can tell that he's getting hungry, I put him to my breast, and he, I guess he smells it or something, and he just goes like, it just goes to eating. So that's good. Everything is going great with breastfeeding. I don't know how much I weigh when he was about. They didn't weigh me when I went into labor, so I'm assuming I was probably around 170. When he was 4 days old, I was 158, and he's 2 weeks now. I don't know how much I weigh. I still feel like I weigh about 150 pounds. I don't feel like the weight is going down as fast as it did after I had my daughter. Um, Recovery for me is going fine. I didn't get any stitches and I didn't have any tearing, but I was still sore. And then, like, my whole body was sore for a couple days, and then after that kind of went down. I didn't. I took Tylenol for a couple days. Um, my hip was sore still for a little while, but all that is over now, and I'm feeling great. I'm not having any soreness or any pain. The breastfeeding cramps were really bad at first, but they're not so bad now. And they say with each child it gets worse. I didn't breastfeed my daughter, but I don't know if that still counts, because they were really, really painful at first, like really bad. But they're little to none now. And my bleeding, it wasn't, it was heavy the first couple days, and then it was like a regular period. I thought it seemed like it was completely going away like a day or two ago, but I have some spotting here and there, so I still wear a pad because I just never know. It picks up a little bit, then it dies down, so I don't know how long that is gonna last. And what else? Um, that's it. And um, yeah, everything is great. The baby is asleep now. I would go and get him, but this is his really good sleeping time. It's late in the evening. He sleeps really good from about 5 to 9, and then he wakes up and he eats like every 45 minutes to an hour. He eats about every hour till until about 6 o'clock. Then he sleeps from like 7 to 11. So now I'm gonna try. Yesterday was the first day I tried to like wake him up during his sleep period now, and it seemed like he slept a little longer last night. So I'm gonna try to get him like on some type of little sleeping routine, especially with my daughter going to school and everything like that, because I'm so tired. Because if he's not going to sleep till 7 o'clock and she's just waking up at 7 o'clock, I'm just really exhausted when it's time for me to be up with her. So I've been slacking in that part, and that's it. I'll go ahead and show you guys my stomach. I really don't want to. Like I said, I don't feel like I'm like snapping back as fast as I did after I had my daughter, but I guess that comes with age, and I think I gained more weight this time than I did with her. And also, I wore a girdle after I had my daughter, like, um, to no end. And I just, with the breastfeeding cramps and everything like that, I was like, no, I can't wear this girdle. But before warning, my stomach is really black, and I still have the linea negra, or whatever it's called, the black line, and my belly button is really deep. So I'll go ahead and show you guys my stomach. I had these tights way up here. Pull them down. Yep, that is my stomach. It seemed like it was going good for the first week, but it seemed like it's not moving from this here. And this is from the side. And I still have a lot of back fat. This is from the other side. Yep, so that's my stomach. Hopefully, it might take a little bit more time than it did with my daughter, but hopefully it, gets back to where it needs to be. And also, I didn't get the big, humongous boobs breastfeeding mothers get. Like, my boobs were a little bit bigger for a couple of days from being, like, full or engorged or whatever. But after that, like, now that we're, like, got our breastfeeding down kind of to a pattern, my breasts are just back to its regular size. So, I was looking forward to those big breastfeeding boobs. But anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.